Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 6. Human factors is the theme for this week. I wanted just to run through a quick overview of the assignments and the discussions because it's getting to be a pretty busy week with the second part of assignment 2 being due at the end of this week. So, human factors is the theme for the week. It's our last week in Unit 2. So this week is dedicated to exploring the human element in decision making. So on the discussion boards, we have a few topics. One is we're going to look at objective versus subjective hazards or risks, and we'll just brainstorm some scenarios. The next discussion is what human factors do you see in yourself? So after you read Ian McCammon's article, which you can see down here in the assignment list, you can just go ahead and click on it. Once you read Ian McCammon's article, think about what human factors that he brings up that you see in yourself. And last discussion is a case study. This is a case study from an avalanche incident that I was involved in about 10 years ago. It was what we call a near miss. Nobody was caught or injured, but it's a really great case study, and human factors are really what drive the series of bad decisions. So you'll be able to read a write-up that I wrote about the case study, and you'll also be able to download a PowerPoint. You want to download that PowerPoint so you can hear my audio. I kind of talk through each of the slides. And then the group project is due on Sunday. We'll come back to that group project a little bit later, but you will need to combine your kind of part A of assignment 2. You need to combine your group's decision-making process and come up with that model, and that's due on Sunday. So for reading, chapter 3 in the Knowles book, Ian McCammon's article right here, and it's a scientific article. It's pretty dense. I would just focus on the introduction and the conclusion, and maybe look at some of the pictures, but don't dwell too much into the statistics of it unless you really like statistics. The goal is not to hand out a really dense article. It's a really great piece of writing, and he identifies a lot of these human factor traps. All right, let's talk about that assignment that's coming up. So here's the write-up of it. Please make sure to read through the assignment and let me know if you have any questions. It is due on Sunday. You will want to work with your partners. So your part B should include an introduction, a series of chapters, a summary of the chapters, and a visual model for decision making. You'll turn part B in as one document, and everybody should have their names on it. So the series of chapters, that was part A. So that was how you individually make decisions, kind of your own individual thought processes for making decisions in small group environments. So you can have an introduction that kind of sets the tone for the paper, include those chapters, a summary of the chapters, and then the visual model for decision making. So what that means is you're going to summarize the chapters and kind of come up with a way that your group as a whole makes those decisions. And then you'll make a model. You can, as I said, you can use PowerPoint. You can draw it by hand and take a picture of it. So I think the best way to do this is probably to divide it amongst your group members, and one group member writes the introduction, one group member summarizes it, and one group member makes the visual model. And if there's 4 group members, you can team up and tag team some of it. But I think y'all can work together and kind of divide and conquer. It's supposed to be a fun assignment, and it's really going to get us working together and communicating amongst ourselves. Just scroll down here, the grading breakdown should be organized. It should be about 5 to 8 pages. Realistically, though, you only need to write a few more pages because part A is going to be the meat of it. So you need to write a 1 to 2 paragraph introduction and a 1 to 2 page summary, and then that model. So really, it's more of a group processing assignment than creating new content. So please make sure you read this and submit it. It is due on Sunday. Great. That's it for my side of things. Uh, this is one of my favorite topics, human factors, the human element in decision making. It's present in all of our decision making processes. Um, Ironically, it's the one thing that we can control. We can control ourselves, but it's also the one thing that tends to get people into trouble. For those of you who've taken Out 168 with me, Avalanche Awareness, we talk a lot about human factors in decision making. And this is a key tenet to the risk management framework that we've been working on throughout this course. I almost think of it as the Achilles heel. So I will be posting another videos as week goes on because this is a subject I'm passionate about. I just wanted to line everybody out for the discussion boards and for the assignment. So have a great week. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the discussion boards. Thanks so much.